Welcome to another Mchughmedia broadcast. Today we're going to be talking about how geologically unstable Ireland is, our country. Now, we've been taking earthquakes in the North Atlantic Ridge, which is very, very close to where we live. And there's quite big ones. Now, it's in and around, I'll just show you this here, guys. I'll just illustrate here how close it is to us, okay? Just make this a little bit bigger for you. Okay, now that's the effect of the earthquakes that we've been having. Now, the biggest one we've had to date is 4.6. Now, anything from 5 to 5.5 to 6 magnitude earthquake is enough to send a tsunami our way, okay? I can't stress enough, guys, it won't be pretty. Now, this is a port. I'm not sure of the name of the port in Ireland, but I actually painted this port. I'll try and get that painting up for you. There you go. Now, look at the size of the wave coming in on top of that there. Now, that wasn't a tsunami, that was just bad weather. That was just wind-orientated weather that caused that there. But could you imagine something that size coming in on top of us? Now, the reason why people should be concerned about this is because the North Atlantic Ridge is at its most active now. The last tsunami we had to hit Ireland was 1877, and it killed quite a few thousand people. And it came in on the southern coast, if you like, of Cork, and it came inland about 5 to 7 miles. Okay, and it done a lot of damage, and that was caused by an earthquake in the mid-Atlantic Ridge. Right now, we're having earthquakes in the North Atlantic Ridge. Okay, now I've just done a little illustrated map here, just to show you what way the tsunami wave would come in. Now, the red dot obviously is where we're having the uptick in activity with these earthquakes. So it's a bunch of islands, right? But they're submerged, they're under the sea, okay? But you can see the shadow outline of the islands, and this is where the earthquakes are happening, okay? And as I said, it was a 4.6, and we are in its direct path, okay? Just another little model I've done here just to show you, it's a bit exaggerated, but I mean, that's pretty much what you can expect. It would wipe out pretty much half of Ireland, okay, if we were to take a substantial storm. Now, I'll just put up this other little map here now today. Now, this was nowhere near Ireland, right? This was in near Australia, the north coast of Australia, and there's a couple of little islands just off Australia. Okay, it's pretty hard to see, guys, there, but it was a 6.3 magnitude. Okay, it didn't cause a tsunami, thank God. The people there would have just been totally obliterated. Okay, now I just want to pull up here as well a little chart, right? Of activity of tsunamis, okay? Now, a serious tsunami is obviously dotted in red. Now, if you look here to the south of France, you can see that there was a serious earthquake and tsunami situation there not so long ago. Now, you can see where I'm talking about in the mid to North Atlantic Ridge there, where it's dotted in yellow and white, okay? And it says there moderate destruction, and then obviously the white one is light destruction. Our small country cannot afford any sort of tsunami, or sorry, any sort of earthquake that's going to cause a tsunami and bring water inland. Okay, our coastlines are not big; they're not mountainous. Okay, most of our coastlines just lay within the water depth table. Okay, our country cannot afford to take any sort of a tsunami at all. It would cause a terrible lot of damage for the people of Ireland. And I just thought I would bring this to your attention now. I watch the earthquake situation every day, and I'm getting increasingly concerned about earthquakes in this region. Now, there's also earthquakes that can happen in Iceland that would be very dangerous for us as well. But I'm not too concerned about them ones at the minute, because they're just little small ones like 2.1s or 3.2s or whatever. Okay, it's the biggies I worry about. The ones 5.5 magnitude to 6 magnitude and upwards would be very, very devastating to us, guys. I just want people to take. Okay, so everybody loves music. Okay, again, that's the big design to fool the masses. So I'm just going to touch very lightly on the satanic pop industry. Okay, now there's a couple of culprits. I noticed last night a few people had posted on Facebook about Celine Dion. Okay, so let me just explain a little bit about this. Okay, now you can see here in this picture that she has one eye covered, okay, with her hair, right? This is no accident, guys. They don't just take these pictures randomly. Okay, the reason why the eye is covered, okay, it's affiliation to occultism and paganism. Okay, it represents the all-seeing eye. Okay, which obviously is this side, the all-seeing eye, okay? And that's shown affiliation to the establishment of the Illuminati, which are occultism, right? It represents the Eye of Horus, right? Now, again, we have another picture over here, no accident, one eye covered with our hand, okay? This is showing affiliation, again, to Satan, okay? Now, this is rampant within the music industry, and what they do is they get these people in, right? They let them have their first song on the house, if you like, and then they're brought in to rituals, basically. They basically sign their souls away to the devil in return for riches and fame and all this esteem. Now, some people have tried to escape the music industry, like Michael Jackson. He was going to expose the occultism and the Illuminati, and he was found dead. Okay, there's been quite a few pop stars, I'm not going to go through them all now, that have been found dead over recent years with drug overdoses and stuff like that. Believe me, guys, it's no accident. Okay, satanic rituals are rampant within the music industry. There's some other poor soul there being forced into the Illuminati way of thinking. It's basically send our soul away to the devil. Now, there's a couple others here I want to mention. There's another clown, Lady Gaga, again covering the one eye, showing affiliation to Satan, right? This one needs no explanation at all. This clown is absolutely, big smile on his face, absolutely proud to represent Satan. Lil Wayne, he's another one. And this is what you're letting your kids watch on TV and the videos and on their iPods and their phones and any other media that pumps this crap out, okay? Now, here's another clown, right? Beyonce. Now, look at that. Does she look nice to you? Does she look like she's just this innocent little girl singing songs? Nah, she's a devil worshipper. She's another Illuminati occultist clown, okay? And this is what you're letting your kids watch, right? Now, the most prominent hand signal, I'm trying to get a picture up here, guys. The most prominent hand signal is this, right? And this is what they're all doing, okay? That's a devil's hand signal, okay? There's another clown, absolutely proud to throw up the double affiliation to Satan, okay? Here's another clown with one eye covered again with a butterfly, which goes against everything that represents Jesus our Lord, or God, if you like. Now, the pyramid, the all-seeing eye, there you can see in the bottom right hand corner is the pyramid with the eye, and then this clown's thrown up the pyramid hand sign, and this is what your kids are watching, this is what your kids are listening to. The music industry requires these people to throw up hand signals, requires them to wear little or no clothes on stage. And just before I wrap up here, guys, as well, to show you another picture here that it's absolutely disgusting. It's an actual satanic ritual that was performed live on stage for your kids to watch. Okay, now I'm not going to go into the massive detail about it, okay, but this is a complete satanic ritual performed in honour of Satan. Sorry about the banging, I think there's guys next door doing some work or something, but this ritual was performed live on stage in the middle section of the Super Bowl in America, and it's, you know, I wish I could play the video for you guys. I mean, you just have to Google this stuff. I can't stress it enough. Again, I keep putting this stuff on Facebook and people are just flashing past it and ignoring it. Well, anyway, that concludes today's news, guys. as usual, I'll keep you updated in my next